Okay, so is Grandad Welsh? Okay, both or one?
Both.
Both. Well, let me work out which one, because I'm not happy with
Okay.
Grandad. I want to know which one we're talking about. Okay. The taller of the two.
I only know one. So I don't know.
Is he tall?
You
Was he
won't
tall?
know.
Okay, well, is the other one?
Okay.
Apparently he's bigger than the other one, because they're both there, and I've just gone, well, which one is it? I don't like Grandad. Which Grandad are you? The taller of the two. Now, do you remember Dad's dad?
No.
Well, that's the one he's talking about, because I've just said to him, which one are you? And he's gone, I'm the taller of the two, and I can hear him saying Dad's dad.
Okay.
Okay, so he's around. What is he around? Okay, and they're talking about rosemary. Rosemary. And I don't know whether I'm hearing rosemary like a flower, or you know, like you have an oil. Rosemary. Okay, you like when we use rosemary for cooking lamb. I've got rosemary. I've got a lady in spirit here that would have done lots and lots of cooking, and she would have put herbs and things and whatever in the cooking. You understand? She was a really, really good cook. It wasn't nothing frozen. Everything was fresh. And I'm hearing rosemary, and I can see a big, you know, like a shoulder of lamb, or what. I've got a whole big thing here that she's doing. But she's saying that you'd remember that. You'd remember, you know, like smells and whatever when you go into somebody's house. You understand?
Yeah.
From your childhood, not now, from when you were little, I've got smells, and she's talking about, and I've got, you know, like you walk into somebody's house and they're cooking something, and you can smell. That's what she's talking about. Okay? Right, somebody needs to go swimming. Somebody needs to go swimming, or they need to learn how to swim. Do you understand that? So I've got Grandad up here in swimming. They haven't taken the baby swimming yet, have they?
They were supposed to last week.
Oh, funny, because all of a sudden I've got swimming, somebody needs to be swimming, somebody needs to learn how to swim, and then Grandad's talked about the baby. So they must have already mentioned it, or they were going to go, or they didn't go, but they're saying, yeah, that's a great idea. Okay? So they're talking about the swimming, and I can see one of these little, you know, you put them in a little, what's that called? An inflatable
Yeah.
dinghy.
Rubbery.
One of them. Oh, bless. Apparently when he first goes, he's not going to like it. Okay? But you need to get past that. So you need to persist, and that's what Grandad's saying, you need to persist. Don't just give up. You need to tell her, don't give up after the first with the crying and whatever. You need to persist, because it's going to be really good for him. Okay? Needs to be done. And now they're talking about family birthdays and celebrations in September.
Okay.
You understand that? More than one. You understand?
Mm.
Because they're not just acknowledging one, there's more than one. And they're also showing me whose graveside do you go to when you go home? Whose graveside? They're saying when you go home, yes, when you go home, I presume they mean Wales, when you go home, you go and visit a grave. And the energy on that's really strong. So is it Mum's? Who do you go to?
She's the grave, is my grandmother.
Yes. Well, you go to visit a grave. When you go to Wales, she's saying you go to visit the grave. And she's thanking you for going to the grave, okay? And for what you take. So apparently each time you go, you take something. And they're not just carol, they're not just flowers. You must take something because you hope it's going to last longer. Because she's saying to me, look, bless her, look. She's saying, I don't know whether you've taken her a potted plant or you tried to put, you understand? Something she's saying that's going to last, that you want her to know for the time when you're not around her, that you're thinking of her. And she's come tonight to say, tell her I know, you know, and I appreciate what she's doing. Because obviously we put flowers in it, a few days they're gone. So you've obviously put some stuff there, like a potted plant or whatever, and grandmother's come to say, it's lovely, and you know, I'm so pleased that I'm thought of that way. You understand? Bless her. Right, now they're showing me biscuits. I've got like shortbread biscuits, okay? Not Scottish shortbread, but I have got shortbread biscuits, okay? In a tin, not yours. I don't get my tins mixed up, okay? But they're showing me it looks like shortbread and it's in a tin. So I don't know whether grandmother used to make that or whether that was her favourite, you understand? Yeah. But whenever you went to visit or when you were growing up, she'd always get something out, like biscuits and whatever, and I can see these shortbread biscuits with the sugar on top. Bless her. Right, and who would have had swelling on a knee? Who has trouble with their knees? I've got somebody that's got trouble with the right knee. I feel like I'm a lady.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
I have had trouble with my knees.
Right, okay. Well, just be careful and watch with the right knee. A little bit of pain or swelling in the right knee, okay? Now, for those of you that don't do, obviously I do healing and stuff and teach healing, so everything in our body means something, okay? And they're asking me to tell you what this means, okay? It's not too technical, so you don't need to worry. Our knees are where we store mental energy and patterns, like belief systems, okay? And they're saying there are things that you need to let go of because you're thinking too much for everybody else. You're trying to analyse everybody else's stuff, you're trying to deal with their life problems, okay? And when your knee flames up, that's what you're doing, okay? And grandmother's going, they need to sort out their stuff, you need to concentrate on you and give yourself some TLC. So when the knee hurts, and it is going to hurt, grandmother's saying, don't say I didn't explain to you. That's because you're too busy trying to put somebody else's life into order, and that's their responsibility. And she's trying to pull you back over to you and say, you need to give some time and TLC to you, and they need to do that because that's their life lesson, not yours. Okay? Because she's saying by doing that, you've got a good heart and you think you're doing well. But and grandmother would have been quite stern, you understand that? She would have been quite strict. You're depriving them of learning the responsibility they need to be doing. And she's saying it just like that. She's going, you think you're helping, but you're not. They need to learn that. You need to be kind to you. Okay? She's a bit strict, isn't she? You can feel her energy, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's telling me off. Right, and they're also talking about the name Margaret.
Yeah.
Got Margaret, okay? I don't know whether Margaret's up there or down here. She's up there, okay? Good. So we've got grandmother up there, we've got Margaret up there. And we've got the granddad you don't remember that's dad's dad that's taller. Good. Okay. Was somebody in the family a butcher? Okay, well just ask for me again when you go home, because if they're not a butcher, they use a butcher. You know, like if we go shopping now for meat, we'll go to Asda or I don't know, wherever you go, the co-op, and get your meat, don't you? I've got somebody using a local butcher, okay? And that's what they do in a very traditional way. And your grandmother's laughing about that, because she's going, well, that's how it should be, okay? None of these injections and whatever and cellophane, she's gone, that's how it should be. The animals are taken and to the abattoir and whatever, and that's how it's done and that's how it should be, and she's smiling about it, okay? Very patriotic lady, okay? Very keen for you to, if I should say that without, for you to go home. Sorry, Carol, I mean, sometimes I say things like I say, but she feels home is where the heart is, and she, as your grandmother, she's going, well, that is home. She says you made a home here and everything's lovely here, but there's some very strong pull back there. And she's saying even if you don't want to do that now, you know, there'll come a time where you feel that you want to retire and whatever, and you want to relax, and that's where you'll go back to. You understand? You know when somebody talks about, grandmother's talking about your harvest home, you need to go home. Because when you need to regenerate and whatever, you need to go home. And she's saying, you know that. She said, because when you go home and you visit, something inside you like fans the flames, and you think, oh, I've got my energy back now. Okay, right, now we'll go back to Midlands. And that's just how she's showing me. It's like the energy levels go up and I go, I feel so much better now. And then you come back to do whatever you need to do here. Okay, but she's saying in divine and rightful timing, you'll be back where you need to be, and where you need to be is there and not here. And I'm sure everybody here would disagree, because we'd rather you were here, but, you know, your grandmother's not to be argued with, okay? Right, okay, and who's got the big feet? Sorry, I'm not still over there with Louise's dad. Somebody's got big feet.
Okay.
Who is it?
My niece.
Okay. Big feet? A big, sorry.
She's 13 and she's a size 9 shoe.
Oh, right, okay. That's big feet for a girl. Grandmother's got, somebody's got really big feet. Right, size 9?
Size 9.
Wow, okay. Well, grandmother's going, yeah, the big feet. Okay. Sorry. She's smiling about it. There's nothing wrong with her. Do you know, she's lovely. Okay, she's just commenting about the big feet. Oh, bless her. Right, and she's saying there's a celebration to look forward to. There's a celebration to look forward to. And I can see lots and lots of helium balloons, okay? So there's lots of planning, there's lots of celebration, lots of people there, okay? So, and there are going to be people from home coming here. You understand that? Because grandmother's obviously trying to get you back there, but she's saying there's lots of people coming here for the celebration. Well, that'll be that, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a family celebration and they'll all make the journey here, so there'll be lots and lots of people here. Okay, but grandmother's saying in a way that'll be a really, really wonderful celebration, but it'll make you homesick again. So it's when they're leaving, she's showing me, you'll be feeling like you should be going. She's saying so it's going to be really exciting and really wonderful, but it'll be emotional. Okay, and grandmother's definitely going to be there, okay? And there's something special about the cake. Is there somebody making that cake? Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like the cake for the celebration is made. It's not an Asda or a Costco. Somebody's making that cake. Is it coming from Wales?
No.
Okay, well there's somebody making the cake, you know, and they're really pleased about that. You know, because that's how it should be, full of love and sentiment, okay? Oh, bless her. Oh, God, she's been talkative tonight. Right. Okay, and there's somebody else they're just mentioning before she goes, needing an inhaler. Just watch out for somebody around you is going to develop like a slight asthma. And then they might need an inhaler. Hopefully not, but it'll just be mild. You will hear of that, okay? But the celebrations and whatever, very, very excited about that. Very excited, very happy, just a bit emotional at the end. All right? There you go, Mother. Right. Thank you very much for working with me. We've run out of time, unfortunately. I know that might not seem like it to you guys, because when you're getting a message, it's very, very fast, isn't it? And then when we're sitting listening to other people's, we're thinking, oh. Okay. So, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for being patient. Thank you for working with me. Your loved ones in spirit are all here. For those of you that haven't had a message, please don't think your loved ones aren't here, because they are. It simply just means that time permitting we haven't got round to everybody, considering that Tony's message and Carol's message, they were a bit long, weren't they? What can I do? I don't like to cut them short, especially when like Tony's not been before and these ladies haven't been before. And I don't know where your grandmother come from, because I feel like I haven't spoken to her before, but she seemed to be very chatty. So, all I'd like you to do for a minute, just before you all disappear off, is just close your eyes for a minute, just like we did earlier. Nothing as lengthy as that. But all I want you to do is your loved ones are still here in the room with us. And what I'd like you to do is close your eyes and just send your loving thoughts to them. Thank them for coming. If there's anything you'd like to say, anything that you'd like help with, then please ask them. This is your opportunity. Good. So, it's been lovely this evening. If you've got any questions and you want to ask me anything afterwards, then feel free. There are some business cards here, and before you all leave, I need to make sure I've pulled something out for the raffle. See, I'm getting good now.